To buy.
Or not to buy.
That is the question.
The never-ending question.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Big Chunky. Today we are back with another to buy.
Or not to buy.
That is the question that we ask him
What accent
every
is that?
single week. I don't know what that accent is.
Okay.
I'm not sure. But that is the question we here at Big Chunky ask this some B every week.
Mm-hmm.
And most weeks you have an answer for us.
Two things that I do every week are buy things and don't buy things.
Yep.
So I'm very experienced
In buying and not buying.
in buying and not buying
Good. Alrighty.
comic books. So I'm the person to ask.
Sure.
I do it every day.
So you tell us this week what you're buying and why you're buying it. Why should we buy it?
We'll start with a buy.
Okay.
A lot of times I try to choose books that are more affordable. This
Yeah.
week, not so much.
Mm.
I'm buying Iron Man number 55.
Iron Man 55.
You know why I'm buying this.
How
How much do you know about Iron Man 55? You're about to learn.
is it?
It is. I mean, listen, you got to beware of the Blood Brothers.
Who are the Blood Brothers?
Oh. Those two some bucks right there on the cover.
Right.
Doing some business to Iron Man looks a little inappropriate.
Who is the Destroyer?
Drax the Destroyer.
Drax the Destroyer.
Crashing through the wall, gonna save the day.
Gotcha.
So, of
Okay.
course, this comic book is most notably known for the first appearance of Drax the Destroyer. This is the first appearance of Thanos.
Oh.
And Drax the Destroyer.
Okay. Okay.
I am buying this book now because Thanos has died down. He is no longer the big bad in the MCU. So this comic has kind of stagnated a little bit. However, this has now become, because of the MCU and because of everything that's happened with Thanos and Drax the Destroyer, really, as much as anything. Drax was an F-level character.
Yes.
Like, it was like,
Yeah,
didn't even get
absolutely.
invited to the D parties in Hollywood.
Yeah. It was bad.
Now, not so much. Different story.
Oh, yeah.
Different story now. So this issue has become one of those multi-key issues that beforehand it was just like, okay, it's the first person. Thanos, he's pretty cool in the comics. And now he is what he is.
Yeah, yeah.
And obviously,
So is Drax.
and now Drax is what he is. The other reason I like this, other than the fact that it has kind of leveled off because of that, is that I don't think Thanos is done. I think he's not done in the MCU yet.
You think so?
I think at least a younger version, if not an alternate reality version, is still going to be around or hang around or eventually pop back up. This issue is not only the first appearance of Thanos and Drax, it's also the first appearance of Eros, also known as Star Fox, his brother, who has been rumored or officially announced to make an appearance in the MCU.
Okay.
It's the first appearance of Thanos's grandfather. These are all like Eternals.
Yeah, yeah.
And the Eternals series is coming up. And again, I think it's going to be a very big thing.
Cool.
So you've got several first appearances in this now, combined with the fact that the Thanos magic has worn off, especially during COVID when nothing's happening.
Yeah.
This is it's an expensive book, but it's almost in the realm of like it's a giant size X-Men's younger stepbrother.
Okay.
Not even younger brother, but like a stepbrother.
Well, why don't you go over the numbers real quick?
So the numbers. Why do I like this book? Okay, I'm not in the market for a 9.8. It's up there in value.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
But 2 years ago, a 9.8 was about a $6,700 book.
Okay.
It's a lot of money.
Yes.
Fast forward to like now.
I'd be so mad at you if you spent that much money
I'm
on
not
a comic
spending
book.
$6,000 or $7,000 on this book.
Yeah.
It is not going to happen anytime soon. But fast forward now, 2 years later, it's gone down almost like about $1,000.
Yeah, I see.
So it has auto-corrected itself, so to speak. The 9.6s. The most I could ever imagine myself spending on this, and it would almost have to be for investment purposes, is a 9.4. So when you're looking at 9.4, it's gone from $2,300 and change 2 years ago to about $1,600 in the last 12 months.
Mm-hmm.
That's a humongous decrease.
Yeah.
So
it's 30.73.
Right. Could I spend $1,500 or $1,600 on a 9.4 of this? I like the investment potential for that.
That's fair.
And what I always do, as you know, is always look at the high of a couple years ago versus the low now, because that gives me my spectrum, as I call it, my range. It reached a high. I'm talking about a 9.4. It reached a high of $3,100 in 2018. $3,100, and it's gone for as low as $1,300. That's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous decrease. So could I see buying it for $100 or $200 beyond the low of the last couple of years? Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Am I going to touch it if it starts to approach the 24, 2,500, 3,000? It's probably too late at that point.
Yeah, that's fair.
We've already seen that it can get that high if these other characters, Eros, Star Fox, if any other these characters pop off in the Eternals movies or elsewhere, and if Thanos comes back, Drax keeps doing his thing, could I see it creeping back up to those high levels? Absolutely.
Yeah.
The market's already dictated that it will pay that much for the book. So I'm a buyer at $1,500, $1,600 for a 9.4, and that's about it. And I'll wait for it to hit that $2,500 mark again, and maybe just turn it back in.
I don't think it has the potential to go back up to where it was, but it might creep up to.
It always has the potential. Is it going to get? Is it going to get hotter? Is Thanos ever going to be hotter in the MCU? No, probably not. But it's got a lot of other stuff going for it. In the book itself, it also has a lot of stuff going for it in the world itself, because again, if the MCU and Marvel Comics and comic books in general keep on growing their fan base, this is one of the issues they're going to fall back on. Yeah. So again, they're not printing any more of these, so it's a blue chipper. And that's what blue chips are, right? As the fan base increases and the demand increases, the supply stays the same. So for that fact alone, it's going to increase. If something happens with Drax or Thanos or some of these Eternals, that could cause it to increase.
That's fair.
So I'm a buyer right now.
Cool. All right. What are we not buying?
I'm not buying Black Panther. As much as I wanted to.
Black Panther number 2?
As much as I've kicked myself in the ass for not buying this a few months ago for $40, and I am kicking myself in the ass. I'm definitely not buying Black Panther number 2, which is the first appearance of Shuri. Not as the Black Panther, not wearing the costume. There's a lot of key issues now with the death of Chadwick Boseman. The first appearance of Shuri, the first time she becomes Black Panther, the first time she's on the cover. It's like in this different series, but the Black Panther number 2 is her first appearance. It seems to be the one that has the most steam. Fantastic cover too. It's a gorgeous book. It's just not something that you can invest in right now. There's a lot of emotion surrounding Chadwick Boseman's death. It has trickled into the investment world, as it always does.
Yep.
In the comic book world, the collector world, as it always does. But you have to take a step back and let the dust settle and let the emotions clear out before you spend money on the book. I say it's going for $170, $200 now. It was $40 just a month and a half ago. So I am definitely not anywhere near a buyer. In the 9.8 2 years ago, it went for about $190. In the 9.8.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. Last year, 2019.
2019. Yeah.
It was $190. The last 12 months, this is as of a couple weeks ago, honestly.
Yeah.
$264. The last sale that I looked at, and it has been a couple weeks, $611. So
That's
this was
ridiculous, dude.
This was a $190 book, and essentially, since the death of Chadwick Boseman, has gone from that number to $600. So that's just it's not the time to buy. Your heart tells you that you want it. That invisible force that drives collectors to want everything. It's telling you want it and you need it, but your patience and the logic has got to kick in, and then you've got to say no.
Yeah.
It's not for me. Not right now.
Yeah.
I'd love to have the book. Sherry's a great character. Letitia Wright, the actress,
I don't know.
is charming as hell. Fantastic. Going to do big things. She's going to become the Black Panther on screen.
Yeah.
Already has in the comics, obviously. So it's going to be a big deal. People are going to continue to want this book. I mean, right now there's a irrational spike on it.
Yeah.
Due to the death, and I'm not going to touch it at all.
No.
It's gone for as high as $800, I believe, this year.
$800.
Yeah. So this year alone, the range of high and low is $800 down to like $118.
Damn.
So, and right now the average is up there closer to the 800. I would have to wait until the average got way down.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Much closer to the $200, $300 range probably at this point for me to even consider buying it. But right now is certainly not the time, and I don't know when that time is going to be.
No.
Maybe a while.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a couple years. Yeah,
but
the whole Chadwick Boseman thing,
yeah,
kind of blew all of the comic world out, and
it did. And I guess that's
out of proportion.
That's what I'm saying. If I've got $800 to spend this week, as opposed to buying a 9.8 Black Panther #2, give me a raw, very fine Iron Man #55.
Yeah, so you're buying Iron Man #55. You're buying that.
I'm buying it.
And you are avoiding Black Panther #2.
I am.
All right.
And that is the buy. Or not to buy.
Yeah, absolutely.
For this week.
Informative, good sir.
And that's it. We're done.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Heed my words.
Leave us a comment in the comment section down below telling us why he is an idiot. Please do it.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for someone to do it.
This is idiot proof, buddy.
Someone to do it. One of you do it. Leave the video a like if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't, and of course subscribe for more content like this all the time on this channel.
All the damn time.
We'll see you on the next one.